3 years too late, I found the man I could have sold the doll to.
Can I have a sex doll with no arms, no legs, and an upside-down vagina that possibly has Jacob Hawley's coming? I'll ask, but I think his daughter's got arms and legs.
Fucking hell. Oh, God.
Warning. The following podcast contains extreme language and themes and is not suitable for all audiences.
Hello, welcome to Dead Men Talking with me, Rob Mulholland. Him, a big fat cunt. We've got little not gay Tom. We've got the racist Charm Madison on the ones and twos. And welcoming to the show, we've got genuine southerner Jacob Hawley. Hello.
Thank you.
Are you just
very
hitting
much.
him in the face?
Yeah,
It's
no,
going to
he's-
be nearer your
he's
face.
teaching me mic
There you
technique.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah, it needs to be about a fist away. You'll be good, though.
Yeah,
You'll be good.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, welcome. Good. Good bit of admin to start the show. Nice
Yeah,
one, Freddie.
Starting the show with admin.
Yeah, how are you?
Good. I'm fine. Like, I'm not like...
You had to check as we were walking to the studio. You had to say to him, "Are you dying?"
Well, it's like, for regular listeners, that's really not an unfair question to ask of Freddie at the moment. Every now and again, he nearly dies, and he's just sort of like...
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's overblown. It's blown out of proportion.
I'm way out of
I mean, by, overblown, he means his arteries are overblown.
Say, his organs are overblown.
Just valves.
Spleens overblown.
He's got a fat spleen. That's what's up
Have
with
you got
him.
a big spleen? Is that what it is? Is that the issue?
No, I have a big heart.
Have you? I've got a big heart.
Have
What,
you?
What, you got problems because of a big
No,
heart?
he said a pig heart.
A pig.
He's had a pig
You're
heart
that guy
transplant.
from the CBBC. program.
What's wrong with your heart?
It's really big and it beats really slowly, so I was in hospital for a week with it. Have you
I don't know why I
got
found
this
that
as well?
funny.
Yeah,
Have you got this as well?
I've got non-ischemic cardiomyopathy.
Well, I mean, I'm being treated through the NHS. So I was in hospital 6 months ago, and I still haven't been given a fancy word for it yet. I don't know.
Big heart
I don't
goes
know.
slow.
It's just go back if you start fainting again. But yeah, I'm pretty
So what was the
fucked.
problem?
Kept collapsing, kept fainting. It took about 6 times for that to happen before my girlfriend called an ambulance.
What are you
But
on?
Nothing.
No pills or anything?
Barebacking it, mate.
I take less coke.
It's not no coke.
That's it.
Crucially
No,
not zero.
It's not no coke. Like,
Yeah. He's
I
not mental.
Might as well be dead. You're not going to do coke at all. But no, I do less coke. I work slightly less than I was, and I haven't collapsed since March.
There you go.
What are you doing?
Working more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't drink anymore, so I work a lot more. I have 5 different tablets a day. And
Occasionally a little bit of dried mango.
I have
Crucially, any coke.
I have no. I
Coke.
never really liked Coke to begin with, to be honest with you.
He's already an arrogant cunt. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I was going to say.
Freddie will happily talk to you about his boring business plans without it.
Also, it kills your appetite. That's why you didn't like it.
I don't know if it would with him. I don't know if it would.
Packet or cheeseburgers. Oh, cheeseburgers are really good.
I don't really sprinkle it on top.
Yeah, when Freddie has coke, he just has less carveries.
Fewer.
At 3 a.m.
What's that tattoo there?
Which one?
That one.
Bricklayer's arms. Are you confusing it for Freemasons?
I was,
Yeah, that happens quite a lot. I get a lot of middle-aged men who think I'm a Freemason
That's
because
it,
of
though.
that tattoo. It's like a bricklayer's thing that my granddad was in, like fucking, I don't know, 60 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, and you thought, as a stand-up comedian, I'll get that bricklayer's motto.
Well, I did that at 17.
Fair
I did
enough.
that- I did that at 17, and back then, if bricklayer or comedian, it looked
Yeah.
much more like I was
You're
going
like,
to be
I
a
know where I'm
bricklayer.
gonna
Yeah. The teachers were the ones who chose that. They were like, listen, mate.
That's a careers advice.
I wanted a big microphone for comedian. They were like, no. Get a spade, you thick fuck.
That's well funny looking like you're a Freemason, though. Like, I love all that shit. Like, I want to get loads of Illuminati tattoos so people freak
I know,
out.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
also, so you get in the bunkers when the fucking bombs start going off. Do you know what I mean? It's like...
I think the Illuminati know I'm not one of them.
You watch the YouTube videos and they're like, yeah, you see like a referee at a football match do that or something. They're like, yeah, that means they're going to be part of the Illuminati. It's like, if it was that fucking easy, we'd all just do it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's funny that you mention it, actually.
I'm going to be in Patrick Bamford's Illuminati.
Like, if the Illuminati are going to survive the apocalypse and all you have to do is make a few funny symbols with your hands and then, I don't know, fuck a kid,
Yeah.
you do what you have to do.
Do you?
It's funny because I
don't want to survive an apocalypse anyway.
I want a swastika tattoo for the same reason.
Yeah?
Yeah, so people think I'm a Buddhist.
It's meant to be
And I'll go, no, I'm racist. That's what it is.
Also-
I have issues with other... got you. I'm actually not tolerant.
Yeah, it's actually a Hindu symbol and it needs to be backwards and have dots in it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's Hindu, not Buddhist.
It's Hindu, yeah.
I do not know the difference between those two things.
What do you think the difference is?
You could line up the difference is India and silly clothes.
Silly clothes?
Yeah.
Where's silly clothes?
Buddhism.
Right.
They all wear silly cothes. If you Google Buddhists right now,
let's have a look
I
at
can
Buddhists.
guarantee you.
I can't picture a Buddhist.
What do you mean?
Is that Harry Krishna? Is that the kind of?
I think they may
No,
be
he's
an
in One
offshoot,
Direction.
but that... For fuck's sake. Such a dad joke.
That's so funny.
Buddhist is like orange robes. It's that sort of shit.
No, but that's not a Buddhist.
The Guantanamo peaceful look.
That's what they pray to. That's like saying that a Christian looks like Jesus.
No, this is like a Buddhist monk. This
Yeah,
guy.
there's a modest button. Like, look, there's loads of them there.
But they
don't
give
pray
away-
to them. Like
I thought that. Right, sorry, I've never seen one of these guys before.
You've never seen one of these guys.
I've never seen a guy who looks like that.
Don't you live in London?
Yeah,
There's like all
what do you
sorts
think
of
is
people.
Buddhist? It's not like-
Yeah, there are Buddhists in London. I'm going to go out on a limb and say there are some Buddhists in London.
I will say I've never seen a man who looks like that.
You've never seen
I've never seen a guy.
There's loads of them in Thailand. I would say. I went to Thailand. There is loads of them. I saw one of them using an
that's what you
iPhone,
went-
and I was like, "This just feels weird. Like you shouldn't have an. Who are you texting?
Yeah.
Like you texting God. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like so. When I went to college, there was a guy who lived around the area who was a Buddhist, and he'd walk around in daft robes and shit like that. He might be mentally ill.
So you're basing this off a man in Preston who walked around barefoot.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they do. They give away all their earthly possessions so they can be close to God. They just wear silly robes.
Those are like the really good ones. I think you can be like a bit of a lower level Buddhist.
I
where
don't
you're
think you
like-
can.
You can.
Yeah.
I don't think you can be
There's
a
whole
lower-
Russell Brand
countries.
used to be a Buddhist.
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
And he's a great religious man, of course.
Yeah, the whole
Such a funny pivot.
quite predictable.
Yeah, but it's so mad that the Christians are one who are like, "Come on in, rapist.
well,
Come on in, come join in."
Yeah.
Like he believes in God. He believes in God now. Let's forget about
it's
it.
that path though, isn't it? When you
Yeah.
go down the kind of Peterson right wing kind of
Yeah.
like, you get to Christianity. Eventually.
This is it. They're always trying to claim that they're like the new rock and roll. You know, they're all like, "Oh, we're bad boys. We don't give a fuck." But also,
Yeah.
we love
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And also, if I drink a glass of apple juice, I'll die. They're the most pathetic, whiny little bitches. See Russell Brand getting dunked in that river, being like, "Please forget about my rapes. Please forget." It's so pathetic. I'd rather be known as a rapist than that.
Yeah. I'd have more respect if you went, look, I did some rapes,
Yeah.
and I'm sorry.
But in my
sort of.
defence, they said no and they were fit.
Yeah. I'm sort of sorry. Like,
Sort of sorry.
I'm sorry
That's the
because
best you're getting.
I'm sorry because I got caught. I'm not sorry. I'm just sorry that
I
you
regret
found
the
out.
loss of my career.
I've spent hundreds of thousands of pounds on NDAs, but I'm not sorry. I just want you all to shut the fuck up about it.
I'm not going to stop.
What I'm going
I'm
to do,
mostly done with them. I'm pretty sure the majority of them are in the past.
I'm going to go to, let's say, the Maldives, and I'm
Sure.
going to live there. I'm going to live out my days
And it'll be their
there.
problem. So
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
Yeah. Like I'd rather him do that. I'd rather him go, yeah. Oh, well.
I did a rapey.
Yeah.
No, I've got to live in the mouldy
Oh,
wolvies.
look at what I've done. I've only gone and done a little one, haven't I?
Oh, I did a rape like this. What my life, my tinky winky winkle went into a girl without her noticing.
I didn't get the consent he went. He might be the worst person on earth. He might be.
Do you know
I
who's-
I always thought he was a bit of a I thought he was really cool when I was like 15,
That's
16.
the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem is people our age, he was at a time when you're 14, 15, what he was,
Yeah.
come on.
He was shagging loads of women. That's what I wanted to do.
Also because there was no like rock stars back then. Like he looks like Guns N' Roses when it was him or the Kooks. Do you know what I mean? So you went him. Do you, like, it was.
Yeah,
It-
but
like-
there was like a Pete Doherty thing where I think there was a lot of that as well.
Yeah,
the
sure,
indie
but-
sleaze thing was happening. I
But
saw him
he-
like
yeah.
wrapped up in that.
But he rode that way,
Yeah.
and it meant that any sort of like horny sort of like teenage bloke who like was into that, he was your guy.
Yeah.
And then you got confused into thinking he was good at stand-up comedy. Have you gone back and watched any of it now?
Yeah,
Yes, it's dreadful.
really
It's
does not
fucking
stand
mental.
up. Yeah,
It's not
I loved
stand-up.
it. I loved
It's-
it. When I was like 17, if you'd have asked me my favourite comedians, he probably would have been in my top few.
Oh, mate, 100%.
I didn't know any comedy at that time. My favourites would have been Peter Kay, Billy Connolly, and like maybe a couple, like Bill Hicks and a couple.
Do you know
I saw whoever was on Channel 4 on Friday night. That was it.
Yeah, because that's all there was, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly. Yeah,
You know,
didn't have the fucking internet in our day,
But
did we?
it was
You
him
don't
or
understand this,
McIntyre.
Madison, you child.
It was hit, like McIntyre was on TV.
Yeah.
So it was like, well, I don't want to fucking like the middle-aged guy in a suit. I like the guy with the long hair and the horrendous morals.
Yeah.
Do you know who my favourite comic was at 17 years old?
Oh, let me
Bernard
guess.
Manning.
Roy Chubby Brown. Roy Very Chubby Brown.
Fat Brown.
Bernard Chagda Manning.
I mean, that's Ishan Akbar.
Bro.
Love you, Ishan. Who was it? Who was your favourite comedian at 17?
It was genuinely Eddie Izzard.
Really?
Yeah.
Imagine if you went to an Eddie Izzard kick now.
I know. Imagine him supporting
Jesus
Eddie
Christ.
Izzard.
It's full of pronouns in here, isn't it?
No, I mean, like, I think they think you're at the wrong place. I don't think
He
they'd
gets
let you-
shooed out with a broom.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he doesn't look like one of ours, but he does look like he needs a bra, so...
Yeah, he's like, one day we will both grow tits.
Yeah, so I had Eddie Izzard's...
But Eddie Izzard's great. And like early Eddie Izzard especially amazing.
Oh,
Like,
Dressed
stuff
to
was
Kill?
sick. Amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it. That was I just watched what was on Channel 4. I loved all that. And then I loved Def Jam comedy because that was on at like midnight and I would stay up to watch that.
Yeah,
So that
yeah,
was my
yeah.
whole comedy knowledge. That's all I knew.
And then the television X3 view at 5 minutes past midnight.
You know,
for 5
baby,
minutes.
that 10 minutes of bliss. Ooh, Bobby's going to see a nipple.
I didn't even need 10 minutes most of the time.
They timed that for teenage boys. They that 5 minute preview. Or
Yeah,
whatever
but
the
some of them were
they
cunts.
knew.
Some of them were cunts because they've got the countdown going down. Like Freddie youngsters watching this. There used to be 10 minutes of free like softcore porn to advertise the porn channels at late night, and it would count down in the top corner the 10 minutes. Every now and again, though, like you'd be counting down and be like, right, I've got to get this fucking wrapped up because
Yeah.
like this is going to go. And then the last 20 seconds would just be like a fucking card where it'd just tell you what times things were on. You'd be like, oh, fucked it.
Yeah,
Now I've just got to jizz to fucking program times. So like, you got to finish by about a minute's leeway at least. I started giving myself. So
I remember like having a mate round and watching it together. Like, well, it kind of. I just remember like you know like when you sort of
how
like
did his
14
cum taste?
you know like when you're like 14, 15 and like you got a mate round and then, I don't know like you like should we just put it on? But then you get that awkward thing. You're both just sat there like, oh, fucking
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
go and wank in the toilet.
someone put porn on when I was like 14. There was like 8 of us in a room and everyone just went silent. And it was just the most awkward fucking atmosphere. So all of us have like never seen a vagina. We're all just like...
Just like the humming of everyone's blood going into their cocks.
we're all having a key memory at the same time.
I don't know if I ever told you this, but I went on a school trip once and I shared a room with 4 of my mates.
Yeah.
And we all decided after, we were 15-year-old boys,
You'd suck each
we all
other off.
decided after about
He's gay.
4 days in, we decided that we needed to all have a wank and it would be less weird if we all had a wank at the same time.
Why don't you all leave the room in turns? Why don't you go, right, it's your shift. Let us know when you're done. And we'll go...
No, we all decided that having a wank at exactly the same time
Was less gay.
Yeah, it was less gay.
Just to be clear, this wasn't when you were a teacher.
Yeah. So, like, how did you do it all? I assume stood in a circle, eye contact.
No, we were all led on our respective beds,
Uh-huh.
and there was a gentleman's agreement, a gentleman's pact,
That you'd all do dirty talk.
not to look at anyone, and we just all stirred.
It's fucking horrible.
Let's all spit on each other's.
And I had a wank over a girl called.
No, you didn't. You
That's,
had a wank over 4 boys.
That's a real name. And
We'll bleep that.
Keep
No,
it in.
editors.
Keep it in.
We can't name the child
But
you
she's not a
wanked
child
over.
now.
Is
Is she?
I still don't think she'd be delighted to discover this. Would you be happy if Freddie had a wank over you?
I wouldn't care, really. Doesn't affect me.
It depends who the other 20.
so
Unless I was in the room.
It's so funny that you chose asking you over Madison.
Oh yeah, because you're gay.
Yeah,
Do you know
you're-
what?
Yeah. I'm your type.
Sorry, I'm gonna apologise. So yesterday, someone was talking to me about the podcast,
Yeah.
and they said, "Oh, you do it with that fit one that was at Dead Mate," and I went,
Mate, yeah.
"No, there was no what?" And he went, "Yeah, did the sound," and I went, "What?" And he went, "Yeah, there's a person that you do Dead Men Talking with who is quite fit that was at Dead Meat, and she did the sound at Dead Meat," and I honestly went, "No, there isn't." And then he went, no, I'm definitely sure. She's only started. I went, Madison? Like that. And he went, oh, yeah. I went, with the butt. And he went, yeah. I went, what? Like, I was so, like, it took minutes for me to put two and two together.
It's like anti-sexual harassment, this, isn't it? It's like, no, I thought she was minging.
Yeah. So what would you rather? Would you rather we're all like chasing you around this horrible little podcast studio? Or would you rather we're all abusive in how ugly we think you are?
Yeah. Anti-sexual harassment. They're calling HR. He walked in, he looked at me and he went, ugh.
I think there is probably a middle ground between the two, Jacob. I think that's probably where we're aiming.
I haven't seen it.
I think we're meant to be aiming somewhere in the middle of those two things.
Yeah, and it's not being achieved, is it?
Oh, God, no. God, no. If anyone ever, like, who has ever worked with this podcast chooses to take us to any form of tribunal, we're fucked. Like, when there is so much recorded evidence of us being incredibly toxic. But, you know, luckily we don't pay Madison enough to hire a lawyer.
I was listening to the Dave Longley episode on the way here on the train.
Classic.
There was talk of sex robots.
Yeah.
I've got a treat for you.
This is a Freddy level segue.
It's brilliant. It's excellent. I'm really enjoying it.
Well, you were talking about how you said some horrendous things on this podcast, and it reminded me of the accents.
Yeah. There were some accents in that episode. So like, I'm obsessed with sex robots. I think they're inherently hilarious.
Yeah, so I didn't quite have a robot.
Sorry, is this something you had?
Unfortunately, past tense. Is that image that
So did you say passed down?
past tense?
Oh, past tense.
You can't
I
have a
think you said passed
hand-me-down sex robot.
That's a great image. It's timed up.
No! Oh, my
I don't want to be
Lord.
a dickhead. Why is she wearing big knickers?
Right, cannot stress enough.
Why is she wearing washing day pants? There's a period on
She
me.
was dressed like that when she arrived.
Who gets a sex robot? And where's the fattest undies?
She's also. I can't believe that's the first
Why
thing
have
you've
you got
noticed.
the Bridget Jones model?
I can't believe you've noticed that before you've noticed she's got no arms or legs. Can you get the next
Who
picture?
cares about arms
Also,
and legs?
is her pussy upside down? No. Oh, look, like, go back to the image of the pussy. Yeah, I know she's not got any arms and legs. It's a rubber sex doll. It's like, is it upside down? Is that the clip near the arsehole?
This is like three men who've not seen enough vaginas in their life.
I've seen loads of us not paying
They're
attention.
not sure which way round the vagina.
I think the vagina's the right way round, but everything else is wrong.
I think it's because the stubs of where the legs would be look a bit like.
No. Hang about a minute. He's right. Because,
I am right. That looks like the top, doesn't it?
Because that's
the
as
top
well,
of the arse.
It looks.
Oh no, but the tits are there.
This is
right,
brilliant.
no,
Zoom in,
the hips
zoom
look
in.
like too much like an arse,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
back of the
What I'm
legs
saying.
What's happening?
the arse
This
doesn't
is-
look like.
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Where
the
they've
legs don't
amputated
look like
her.
an arse. Yeah,
Where they've amputated her, it looks like but that's
the arse looks like it's on the front.
Yes.
Is that so you can enjoy all the best bits of a woman at the same time?
we prefer asses to thighs.
Yeah.
So they're
I
just
like
giving it
arse
more
and
arse and less
tits.
legs.
Yeah. Let's just have those at the same time.
I don't want to be turning around.
So this was a gift. I got
Who from?
Well, so I used to do a podcast for the BBC, right, about pornography.
This is where our license fee's going, is it?
Yeah.
Also, it's a child sex doll.
So I did this podcast.
Yeah, if you order the Hugh Edwards, it comes with a knob.
Yeah. If you look at the other cheek, it says "With love, David Jason."
Whoops.
No.
I've got a pussy in my pocket. I'll get the fleshlight from the van. Because if you want a sex doll but you don't ask questions, then brother, I'm your man. Because where has bomb gone is a mystery. It's like she's got a pussy where there should have been a knee.
This
But here's the one that's driving me berserk. Which way do you face it when it wants to twerk? Come on, got there.
That's the greatest thing you've ever done.
Thank you. I was really proud of it. I kept riding it. I just kept riding it.
We know what the reel's going to be from this episode.
Honestly, we do so many improvised songs on this podcast that we've done at Only Fools before.
Yeah.
You can make an album. The Only Fools.
We're gonna get there. Give us long enough on this podcast. We bite our tail enough.
You were like a banderman when he sees a bus ticket.
That's such a niche joke. That's such a niche joke.
And he's like, I've got this one.
So you had a pornography podcast.
I was doing a podcast with BBC about porn. If you scroll through
So was it a series? Was it like?
Yeah. And that's me and her.
Yeah. What's the film? Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill.
What was it called?
So what, the podcast?
No,
the doll. She was Debbie.
Right.
And so we did
That
an
looks
episode.
more like an arse. I mean, a cartoony one, but yeah.
We were making it in lockdown, so we did this like Zoom with this guy in America who makes these dolls, and the whole thing was like the sales of dolls in lockdown had gone fucking mental. Like he's selling 800 times as many dolls.
If you've got furlough and like you can't leave the house, that's the best time to have a sex doll, isn't it?
I mean that's where I was.
Were hookers still working during the pandemic? I bet they were.
Yeah, of course.
You know, like they've never been one to follow laws, is
if
it?
barbers were still cutting hair with the shutters down, I think fucking
Mate, there was a
brasses
car
were
stereo
still-
place near me that never shut.
There's no way hookers were like, no, I don't want to do that. I might get a disease.
Actually, hookers are quite careful about not getting diseases.
Mask
That is one of the.
mask on.
Trying to
might
suck
well have
your
done.
dick through a mask.
Honestly, I
poking it
bet
in the
that
mouth.
happened. I bet that happened. Right in if you got a hooker during the pandemic. Oh, sorry, that's not the correct term anymore. A whore.
So we interviewed a guy who makes these, and then at the end of the conversation, he was just like, "Do you want one?" I was like, "Fucking yeah!" Mainly because they're worth like $3,000. So I was like, "I'm gonna fucking sell it."
I don't think the second-hand market is that great.
Well, no,
I think when you
mate.
drive it off the lot, it really depreciates.
But I obviously I only unwrapped it when I
Now-
realised I couldn't sell it.
That's the BBC documentary I want to see. You flipping sex dolls. So you buy one in. Oh, it's
Hosted
like,
by Tim Westwood.
it's like that car program. You buy it in, you've got to clean it up. You've got to make it good.
But
Bruv, we heard you like popcorn, so there's a popcorn machine in our ass.
Am I right?
Pimp my
Don't need to
doll.
change the title.
Probably should change the host, given recent allegations.
So I try. Like I'm genuinely banned from Amazon and eBay because I was trying to sell this thing on there. I was like trying to like I'd list it as like hairspray or something, but then in the actual item description I'd be like, I'm not selling hairspray, I'm selling a fucking sex doll. Like, here's
Surely,
pictures of it.
there's got to be a specialist site where you move this on.
I tried to find them. I couldn't fucking find one. I took that picture for the Gumtree advert.
You say you couldn't find it.
I couldn't shift it.
Google right now. Sex doll resale market.
Yeah, and what you will find is that they have to be authorised you have to be an authorised seller.
Shut up.
No one
Because
is...
no one's selling them.
No
Because
one's-
everyone fills them full of cum.
Yeah.
No one wants to buy a second-hand one.
And let me tell you now, it does not matter how many times you say, I haven't fucked my sex doll. It does not matter how much you promise. Doesn't matter how many times you hold a Bible. No one believes that you didn't fuck your sex.
You could shove a UV light up it.
I had a 6-month-old baby at the time that was in the flat with me the whole time.
Okay.
Everyone still thinks that
Why
I
didn't you
fucked
fuck
the
that?
sex doll.
You got a baby sat there doing nothing.
Why have a dog and fuck yourself?
Exactly.
Well, the worst thing that did happen is because I couldn't sell it, it was just fucking laying around the flat for ages.
So, did you?
Fuck it.
Yeah.
The reason I didn't fuck it,
Never.
I didn't fuck it. The reason I
For
didn't
fuck's
fuck
sake,
it.
man. That's a lack of basic curiosity.
But okay. So walk through the situation in your head,
Yeah.
right? Now bear in mind, lockdown with my long-term girlfriend and my baby,
Yeah.
right?
So you're bored of her?
So the missus and the
She's getting in your ear.
And you're bored of the girlfriend.
missus and baby go out.
Yeah.
You fuck the sex doll,
Yeah.
right? The sex doll
Yes, I
can't
do.
go. You can't get the sex doll out,
Yeah.
right? You like after coming,
Yeah.
you want to clean out a sex doll.
No.
No,
I want to
So
throw
what
it in
do
the
you
attic
do?
and forget I've ever done it.
Well, I live in London, mate. I don't have a fucking attic.
Oh, that's where you're going wrong, mate.
There's nowhere to put this doll.
But where is it already?
I mean, next to the dining room table, to be honest with
Well,
you.
you've got to put it there full of cum. You can leave it hide in plain sight, I think is the move.
The problem was it came with a plunger, like an extractor plunger, to sort of suck everything out.
Yeah.
Fucking lost
Freddy's mum.
Lost that because my daughter was playing with it in the bath.
What, using it on herself?
It's the only way to get the cum out.
Dad, look what I've learned.
Oh God. I said to Freddie on the way in, I was like, I don't gig up north very often. It's fucking why. No, but the worst thing that happened was because it was just lying around all the time.
Yeah.
And my daughter at the time, you know, like anyone who's got young kids, it's fucking hard when your missus goes out if your kid's breastfed because it would just want the kid is screaming for
Tit.
yeah.
Could you not latch it on the doll?
Well, that's what happened.
No.
There was
I
one
was legit joking.
Yeah, well, it happened. I was cooking dinner. She's just sort of rolling around on the floor playing with a ball or something. I turn around and she's on the touch.
She's sucking a sex doll.
She's
tit.
sucking a sex doll.
Did you take a photo of that? You did, didn't you?
I don't know if there's a worse image that anyone can find on someone's phone.
Yeah.
Do you know? And you know,
I think you show it at a
you know
wedding.
the worst thing. You know the worst thing. You know on iPhones they do that thing where it's got like albums where it's saved everyone's face, so you could just like. And if you are a parent, you can scroll through pictures of your child. You go, I'll just click on the picture of my daughter and look through. Oh, for fuck's
That's when she was
sake.
sucking on a sex doll's tit.
Genuinely.
That's so funny.
Fucking awful.
I think you'd have had more luck getting rid of it if it still had the arms and legs.
What do you mean?
It would have
I
walked
think-
out. It would have taken itself
Well,
on
you could have done a leg and a wing into a canal.
You could have sold it as a jiu-jitsu dummy for domestic abusers. Oh, boy! That's why you didn't make tea. Come on! Ah!
It's got realistic crying eyes.
Fucking hell, have you seen it? Mate, it had a tongue.
I've got
it had
a question.
A tongue.
Yeah.
You could get all the way down its throat. It had tonsils. It had it's got more tonsils than I've got.
Did it have a bumhole?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's also that's like it's like the most like you know we were saying about being the kind of lads who would sit around with their mates watching porn. That never leaves you. The first thing that happened as soon as it got delivered in the post was I opened it up and straight down there to check what it had. That picture that you put up there of me moving the knickers aside. That's the first thing I did with it. You can. I mean, the best thing
Obviously,
is
yeah.
I've got this stupid arrow tattoo on my little finger, which is literally pointing to its clit. That's the first time I'd ever found a clit.
I think that's surely the first thing that anyone's going to do. No one's going to do anything else with it. You're not going to look at the tits first, are you?
Some people just start fucking snogging it. Some people just shove their tongues down his throat.
Here's the thing, right? Is so do sex toys get recycled?
I don't know what they're made out of,
But
mate.
so-
I don't know
so-
if you can recycle this silicone.
Hear me out, right? So I was in Dublin on Tuesday, and I went to go get a coffee from this coffee shop that someone had told me was good, and they said, "Look, if you're going out, then we don't do coffee cups anymore. You've got for €5, you've got to buy a fucking thing, and it's made out of recycled coffee cups." And then once you drink it, if you give it us back, we'll give you the €5 back, like whatever. Anyway, it's in my bag. But it's this thing that's made of recycled coffee cups. So could you not like have a dildo made of recycled dildos and save the planet?
To what end? Surely you could just sterilise the dildo and then just use that dildo.
Well, I
instead.
guess, like I say, that's $3,000.
Yeah.
If I said to you, you could have one for £300. But what's happened is
I-
Freddie spent a year on it, and now we've melted it down and given it a slightly different haircut.
Yeah. If Freddie's looked at it, it's a no from me. Yeah. It's just not happening.
Would you not have a recycled sex doll? If it had gone through all the processes.
refurbished.
No, not refurbished, totally recycled. So the
Oh, sorry, it's made of recycled materials.
But why does
Yeah.
it have to be sex dolls that it's made out of?
All right, dildos. Madison, nod or shake. A dildo made of loads of other dildos, but it's all been sort of sterilised. It's all just your new dildo is just loads of other dildos.
It's like the
No, you
it's like
fucking
that
fridge.
Transformers, and like like Power Rangers when they all come together and make one massive one. Like is that what you
But,
think?
but the thing, like, it's more expensive to make a recycled thing than just make a normal thing. Hence why your coffee cup costs £5.
Yeah.
The reason you do it, like with straws or cups or whatever, is because there's so many straws and cups in the world that you have to do that because the ocean's full of them. The ocean isn't full of them.
I want to see a
There's
video
no
of
point in doing
a
it.
turtle
Imagine-
choking on a rampant rabbit.
Just, like, there's a whale in the Philippines that can't get to its family because there's just an army of fucking sex dolls.
It's got anal beads in its blowhole. You've got to be like, pop, 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 pop.
And then the whale's like, put them back in.
Crab walking along with using one of its as its shell.
It has a little hermit crab in its pussy.
This
that
guy's
is
put a
mental.
Quora.
Yeah.
Where can I sell my huge collection of used sex toys?
This is from P. Diddy.
The huge. What would you class as a huge collection of sex toys?
I think anything huge.
I think it's triple figures.
A collection, I'd say, is once you get beyond 5. I think you
No,
can say a collection.
triple figures. It's way lower than triple figures.
Triple figures is mental.
Triple figures.
Insane.
If
Imagine-
you,
Diddy didn't have that many.
If someone had 80 dildos, you wouldn't be like, that's normal.
I'd say it's pretty big.
That's a huge
It's
collection
big,
of
but I wouldn't say
dildos.
it's huge.
if you right, so I think huge is the point where if you bring a girl back, she looks at it and freaks out. And I think 100. If there's 100 fucking sex toys, she goes, "Oh fuck, what is this?"
Yeah,
What if it's a collection of huge sex toys? Maybe that's what it means.
I'll tell you what, you flipped
6 foot tall?
You flipped the gender dynamic of that. I that's not how I was picturing this conversation.
Because I'll be honest, for straight men, one sex
I was
toy
gonna
is
say,
enough to freak out most women.
I don't have any sex toy. Like, I reckon if a girl goes back to a straight guy's house and he's
there are-
got 4 sex toys,
Yeah.
questions are getting asked.
100%. If you have one sex doll, questions are getting asked. If you've got more than one, that's a collection, and you.
I know a comedian who in Edinburgh was house sharing with female comics, and they got annoyed because he kept leaving his fleshlight next to the toothbrush.
And his name
in
is-
the shared bathroom.
And his name is who? That's grotesque.
That's a fucking power move, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's like you didn't get nominated, so you're gonna leave your flashlight in the middle of the toothbrushes. Fuck this. Fuck you guys.
I'm just going to leave a cup of jizz here. That is essentially what a used fleshlight is. It's
Yeah.
a cup of cum.
Yeah.
I like the idea that he wasn't fucking it, but he was in the mirror pretending it was his newcomer.
He'd written Foster's on it.
yeah. I'd just like to thank my parents for always believing in me.
A real power move would have been to put the toothbrushes in it.
Yeah.
Use it as like a holder.
I'd say, I don't know if you've got one of those cups in your house, the little toothbrush. Everyone puts their toothbrush
Yeah.
back at. Mate, the fucking stink of the shit at the bottom of that cup.
Oh, yeah,
I'd
it's
rather
rotten.
it was cum. Fucking horrible. So what I did with the sex doll in the end, so one of my best mates, comedian called Jake Farrell, he this was like in the winter lockdown. You know when it was on for fucking ages. He bought a house. And he moved into that place with his wife, and I remember I didn't really think about it at the time, but it was Mother's Day, and it was like as we were, sort of springtime, so it's just as everyone was coming out of that lockdown kind of thing, and so people were meeting in gardens and stuff like that, and I thought like I was just back around where he bought his house, so I thought it'd be funny to say I've got you a present, like a housewarming present, and it's that.
That is pretty funny.
But what I didn't think was that because it was Mother's Day, he had his parents, his
wow.
nan, and his sister all in the garden having a little tea party. Because the box that thing comes in is fucking massive and heavy. They thought it was like a new bit of furniture, like a new stool or something. So genuinely carried it out in front of the whole family.
No.
Sliced it, just had Jake's name on it. Sliced it open with a Stanley knife. She fucking pops up. I wonder if Nan asked if the vagina was upside down.
Is that pussy backwards? That's fucking funny, man.
I had to send a builder I know to go. I just had to get someone who's got a van to get it.
That's so
And
funny.
I don't know what's happened.
Whole
to it.
van.
I can
The
guess what
builder
he's done
probably
with
just
it.
kept it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
He didn't bring it back to me. So.
I don't think I've ever owned a sex toy for me beyond like a £3 cock ring from a toilet. One of the little machines in a pub toilet.
Yeah.
That's probably the most I've ever invested in my own. And that was that's not for my benefit, innit? And it's a laugh.
I've got
Just 'cause
loads.
it's funny.
I got sent loads during lockdown, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. What is this?
Yeah.
Who sent you sex toys?
What was the company called? Taylor's Toys.
Why?
They sent
For
us
big fat gays.
Why did they send it to you?
They sent us a box full of stuff. What I get? I got a cock ring. I got a flashlight. I got a couple of vibrators. I got like a dildo that was like the greatest dildo
That you've ever
ever.
had.
No,
I was going to say for you.
It was 19 inches.
They looked at you and thought you wanted the greatest dildo.
no, they just sent like
No,
care
go on.
boxes.
Just give his missus something.
Hey,
Let her have a fucking chance. Did you fuck the fleshlight?
Yes. I
Right,
did.
thank you for admitting that, because I thought this was going to be a when politicians all said they smoked weed and didn't inhale situation.
It was,
Someone's fucking these fleshlights.
I'll be honest
if
with
I
you.
had a fleshlight, I'd fuck it.
Rubbish.
I've never had one.
It's rubbish.
Is
It's
it?
rubbish. The cold inside.
Yeah. You're meant to stick it in the microwave for a bit.
Yeah, you're meant to stick it in the microwave for 30 seconds, take it out, check, stick it in again,
Like a
take
chocolate
it out,
cookie.
check. And I was like, the fuck am I doing
is
foreplay
doing that?
for? Do you know what I
Who is
mean?
doing that?
It's not foreplay, it's for you, it's to make it nice.
No, but-
Invest 30
It's
seconds in your
admin,
wank.
though. It's admin.
It's
while
You've
admin.
you're
already bought
horny.
a fleshlight. You're already having quite an elaborate wank at this point.
You've got a receipt.
Yeah,
That's the most admin thing you
You've
can
done
do.
3 to 5 working
know
days
what?
There's a
waiting for
fucking
it to
you've
be
waited
done.
for a delivery. You've
So-
signed for a package.
Do you know,
Like,
do you know
fucking
what else they
microwave
have?
the cunt.
You know what else they have as well? And I shit you not. They have like I guess you could call it like a kebab skewer. And you put that in the oven and you put your fleshlight onto the kebab skewer and that heats up the inside of it.
She had one of those. Debbie had one of those.
She had a fanny eater.
She had a
Funny heater.
fanny And again, the thing is,
She's got a
it's-
3-bar muff.
It was like this just light up stick that would get warm. You just
Like a lightsaber.
You were, well, again, the fucking kid loved it. Honestly,
You're raising a pervert.
if anyone's like expecting a kid scene or anything, you're worried about the price of toys, just speak to this guy on Zoom. He'll send you everything you need.
Get him a sex doll. It's not for me, it's for the kid.
I think Toys R Us is usually a bit cheaper than $3 fucking grand, though. Like,
Just interview the guy. He'll send you one.
fair. Well, thank you for bringing that. That's been absolutely delightful.
I'm going on tour next month, October and November. I'm going to 20 different cities across the UK and Ireland with my brand new show, In Sickness. There's still a few tickets left on some of the venues. Some of the other places have sold out. Sorry, we're not going to put any extra dates on. We'd love it to see some of the Army of the Dead there. If you want to get tickets, you can get tickets right now on my website, www.freddyquinne.co.uk. Yeah, love to see you all there. It's going to be fucking class.
David Attenborough is here. David Fattenborough? Just David Fattenborough?
Is the advert?
This is part of it. Fuck it, can
not,
be.
it's not.
It's part of it. This is the advert for Patreon. Get on our Patreon at patreon.com/Dead Men Talk Pod for £3 a month. And you can get even more content of me calling him fat and gay. If you thought 1.5 hours a week isn't enough fat gay jokes for you, get on Patreon and discover a whole world more at patreon.com/Dead Men Talk Pod. Fat.
I hate you.
Man with facial disfigurement asked to leave restaurant for scaring customers. I hadn't even sat down.
Like that was going to be the problem. Like he gets more terrifying when he sits.
I have actually seen this article,
Yeah.
and I've seen the picture of the guy.
Oh yeah, it's here.
And
Let's have a little roll down. Let's scroll down some.
Picture.
Oh,
I mean, it does look like a dick, doesn't it?
It looks like he's got a dick sewed to his face.
Yeah.
It
He's
looks
got,
like
he's got a missing eye and they just patched over it
Do you
with
know
a dick.
what?
It
Do you
looks
know
like
what?
dick skin.
Do you know what I think the solution to this is?
Eye patch.
Is make him sit so that his minging face is facing the wall.
Right, he's got to sit in the corner. He's got a Blair Witch's meal.
Definitely not near the window.
No.
You want customers to come in.
You sit him in the kitchen or something. Make the chefs look at him.
Phantom of the Opera mask.
Yeah, that would really work. Oh, it's not going to deal with all those little nodules on the bottom of his chin.
Or give him another scar on the other side so it matches.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the symmetry that's...
That's the what's throwing you off, is it?
Yeah,
the
it's
asymmetry.
the symmetry.
Yeah.
Hey, excuse me, sir. This is a place of eating, and you are far too minging to be in this
I
restaurant.
think you should at least draw an eye on the flap.
No,
Draw
this is the
an
only
eye.
time.
Seeing
where-
eyeglasses.
This is the only time where a googly eye. Is,
Yeah, just one googly eye on that would be the funniest shit in the world. He should totally do that. Imagine how much of a you'd be like, come on, you can have your own fucking table. If you came in with a googly eye on that flap.
I think you've got to. Like. He must know that he looks like a nightmare.
I think you should get like an eye out of like a doll, you know, that like closes when you tilt his head back.
Yeah.
Either you get like a woman's eye with
Yeah.
like long eyelashes and stuff, and then shave half your beard off and have lipstick on so you're like half man, half woman face.
Right, so you're going to create a woman's face on that ugly flap of nodule.
Yeah.
Right, I
An
think
ugly
that's-
woman.
So you're gonna demi-trans him, is what you're saying.
Yeah, why not?
Because you can't make him he's currently too ugly to be a man, let alone a woman. He's too ugly for people to consider him as a human. They won't let him in his restaurant.
So I've found some stuff for you this week, and this is a video of a woman that has a bizarre, unique, and quite
A
sexy
size
talent.
11 retro. My laundry basket.
No.
Hold on, can we pause there? Right. So, like, what this woman is cool things I can fit under my belly fat, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
That's not under. I'm not having that.
She's sort of grabbing it.
She's
She's
grabbing
holding
it with
it.
it.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
grabbing
yeah.
it with it. Under, I don't want to see a laundry basket. Like,
Yeah.
if you did this, there would be no visible laundry basket.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to see. Like, I feel cheated by this. And look, there's no nice way to say this. Fat bitch.
But not fat enough, bitch.
Yeah.
crucially,
Yeah.
crucially,
Medium fat bitch.
skinnier bitch than you would like.
Yeah.
The real impressive trick would be to hide it by eating it. Eating the laundry basket.
In my belly.
No, it is pretty, like, that is quite a big thing. What?
My laptop.
Oh, that is pretty big, actually.
Fucking hell. I imagine she's
God.
a sleep apnea fan.
Look at that.
That is crazy.
My
She's
scale
deadlifting shit with her gunt.
No.
And young motherfucking trash ass
Maybe
opinions about
fucking
my
do.
weight. Don't do that.
But, I mean, at the same time,
Right. Is this not a wake-up call when you post this video? Is this not the moment where you go, maybe rather than putting these scales under my belly fat,
Yeah.
I should put myself on them regularly?
it was a fan. A whole fan.
The fan was the mental one. And I love it's like the fan I use to sleep. It's like, yeah, like, I bet most people don't need a fan on them.
Yeah.
They're not
I get
insulated so
I
well.
get so hot and bothered through the difficult act of sleeping.
She's basically tried to...
Gets out of breath by lying down and
I'm so
sleeping.
sweaty from the difficult task of laying.
I don't think it's an out of breath thing. I think it's more like a habitat, like a zoo, having like an animal that they have to keep cool. But yeah, so
You don't
off,
do this with bamboo.
off the back of this, I think so. My algorithm's fucked because it's sending me this.
Well,
and
it's
then
sending you fat stuff.
it's
Like, it
also-
makes total sense.
It's also sending.
Your
don't
phone's
like
got a
this.
camera on it. He's like,
Yeah.
showing more of what he likes.
It's
I
also.
think you've just gone on so many pasta pages that eventually it's gone, just put him in the fat algorithm.
Fat algorithm. You're on Fat Talk. That's what you're on, you fat cunt. So I'm getting loads of these what I eat in a day things, and I'm obsessed with them. Second one. Oh, have you seen these, Jacob?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh my God, this one's great.
I struggle with it.
Have we had this woman on before? She's done these, but
Possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It just keeps going.
Granola bar. Once I got to work, I had ice cream.
Yeah, we've
because I work
seen
at
her
an ice
before,
cream
like,
shop,
what-
and we
you
can
know-
have as much as we want, which is so dangerous, and I know that. But then I was
What? Sorry. Unless you are 6 years old on holiday, you shouldn't be having ice cream for breakfast. What kind of rich lifestyle
To
are
be
you
fair,
living?
judging by my t-shirt, she works in an ice cream
Yeah.
place.
So
That's even less reason. You're bored of ice cream. You're having it every fucking day. How can you not wait to have an ice cream when you work in an ice cream shop?
They pay her in ice cream.
but
The store is now bankrupt.
but here's the thing: is she casually starts off the video by having 3 breakfasts.
Yeah.
just casually.
Yeah.
Okay, so I woke up, had a bowl of fruit, then I had a granola bar, then I had some ice cream.
Yeah.
It's a bowl of cereal. It wasn't a bowl of fruit.
Setting an alarm an hour early for the 2 extra breakfasts.
She's eating like a fucking hobbit. But like, this person will as well. She'll go, why am I gaining weight? I had a granola bar for breakfast. That's how she'll think about it.
Yeah. So in her head, breakfast was tapas, but all the plates were regular meals. The end of this video is what made me laugh. But go on.
brownies some more with Butterfinger pieces. That night we went to a Twins game where I had a hot dog with ketchup and some French
More ice
fries,
cream.
which were bussin'. Once I got home, I had one of those JoJo,
She's had
Momo, whatever
6
the
scoops of
chocolate
ice cream
cupcake
in this
things
video.
are, and a large Diet Coke, French fries, and a Big Mac to finish out the night. Good night.
Fuck's
Fucking
sake.
hell.
Fuck's sake.
A Big Mac to
Finish off the night.
Like a nightcap of a Big Mac is insane. Do you want to come back to mine first?
Just a quick one.
Max. I'll just have an half.
Just a Big Mac to finish off the day.
I don't want to be hungry at 3 a.m.
But the thing is, I bet she does feel hungry because all she's eating is fucking sugar. Like, she's had 2 burger meals in the same day for a start, which is wild. Having 2 burgers in a day is insane.
Oh, do you know what? Once when I was in my peak,
Why did this not surprise me?
Freddy has 2 burgers and a meat.
I went through a day where I had Burger King and KFC and McDonald's, and I called it the Holy Trinity.
The Triple Crown.
Yeah.
I've had to stop smoking weed for this reason because a couple of months ago now, I was stoned enough that I got a takeaway, and an hour later, just got another one.
Yes.
I just got stoned
Fucking
enough. I was
lads.
like, I'm just doing it again. I don't care. It's
Run it back.
Run it back. It's like, DJ, wind that back up. Play it again.
Fucking Missy Elliott with you. Snurfment per wet neck.
I assume you're slightly more active than either her or Freddy, though. I assume you're burning more calories.
You can't burn 2 takeaways while stoned. You can't.
You can make up for it later.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you want to see the wildest dating move I have ever seen? Click on the third one. This is insane. This is a man that's trying to be
this
romantic.
is titled Dog Mum, so I assume this is just your mum.
So this is a guy that's tried to be romantic, and he has swung and fuck me as he hits psychopath.
Okay.
A guy that I went on 2 dates with, two dates with, who had only ever seen pictures of my dog, took it upon himself to look up my address and mail me flowers from my dog on Mother's Day. And not only did he send flowers,
Oh, it ges weirder. Oh, it gets weirder.
but the flowers also came with a card. So this is the card, little dog. Okay. Dear Mom, I think about you every day. Can't wait to see you and give you lots of...
No. Can you stop for a sec? I need to be prepared for this level of cringe. Oh, God. Right, carry on.
cuddles and kisses. Happy Dog Mom Day. Love, your number 1 fur baby. P.S. I heard you met this amazing guy who has 2 dogs and lots of room to play. We should sniff that out sometime. I met this man twice. We went on 2 dates. Maybe spent 4 hours with this person. Hadn't seen him in a week. He'd never been to my apartment. He didn't know where I live, but he found out and sent me flowers. So you guys, be careful there.
Yeah, heaven forfend you, try and be romantic. What an ungrateful bitch. God, he sent you flowers and a card. How horrible for you. Fucking grow up.
I cannot believe the mentality of a man that was writing a card on Mother's Day from a dog to its owner being like, she'll fucking love this.
When he came up with the sniff it out pod, I bet he was like, really pleased with himself. I was like, that's a great
taking
finisher.
The afternoon off after
Done.
that.
Isn't that terrifying?
Yeah, if you're going to send flowers and you don't know their home address, you can maybe do work. If you know where they work, that's quite nice. It's quite a nice thing to do. Don't send the dog card.
She has to move house. Like if someone doesn't, no, you have to move house. He'll kill you.
Yeah.
He'll murder you.
His dogs have your scent.
But the flowers you'll get for your funeral. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like so close to being a nice thing, but you fucked it so hard it's terrifying.
It's unbelievable.
Buying flowers, nice thing.
Yeah.
You've done a nice thing there. Looking up her home address when she hasn't given you it. Oh, that's where you fucked it, isn't it?
Do you know what? Really nice thing for Valentine's Day, but for Mother's Day.
Also, Valentine's after 2 dates is a bit too much of a swing as well, unless you're going out on Valentine's.
I think Valentine's after 2 dates, but some flowers.
Yeah.
But you have to know where she lives.
Yeah.
If you look up where she lives,
You give
it's
them
game over.
Or you give them in person, or again, if she said, I work here, you can send them there because you know
How do
that.
you look up where someone lives? And how do you
There's
get
ways.
that?
Buys it off the deep web. Yeah, tell you what's mad. Like, you know the new Facebook glasses? They're like Google Glass, but updated, right? I was watching a thing online of like some nerds at a college who've written a script using AI, where basically what it does is they use the glasses and they go up to people, and the glasses get an image of their face and they scan it and they work out who it is because of the facial recognition off the internet. Then because of that, they find all their social media and all their information, and they were going up to people in person and going, sorry, are you such and such? Did you write an article about this? And they're like, oh, what? Yeah, that's me. And they go, oh, do you live at this place? And they're like, yeah, fucking what? It's terrifying. Like, imagine the guy who sent these flowers having those glasses.
Oh.
That's the problem, isn't it?
Oh, Moonpig are going to do a roaring trade.
Yeah, happy birthday from your terrapin.
Yeah.
And where can you buy these glasses?
Have you ever misjudged anything like this, like a present or like a romantic kind of?
One of my mates did find a poem I wrote to my ex-missus in a card and then laughed at me forever about it.
A poem you wrote?
Yeah.
Oh, I would pay.
But we used to write
hundreds.
we both used to write each other a funny poem that was meant to be a bit daft every time. There was a little in-joke between us, and but he found it once, said it was just the end of my life. It was the end of, for 3 years. Just get shit about that.
You can't let your mates write poetry. Do you know what I mean? One of our pals, he broke up with a girl. He started a WordPress. And it was like, he'd started writing as a way of like getting her back.
Mate, you've got to go. Have you thought about just killing yourself?
You know in The Sopranos where they sit Chrissy down and have like that's what we had to do. Yeah.
You had to sit down and go, at the very least, get your own domain. Like it's got to be a .com, hasn't it? Yeah. You can't be going mypoetry.wordpress.com.
You've not even fucking heard of Squarespace. What's going on?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know if ever I'm quite good at fun gifts and romantic gestures and stuff like that. Like I'm good at that. So I don't think I've ever fucked it on that front.
I don't mean to say, but I hate. You know when girlfriends will post a picture being like, my boyfriend came up with this really imaginative gift and, he wrote this story and then there was a key that he delivered and I had to unlock part of the cupboard which had another clue in it. But it's like, just buy something that they don't fucking want. Stop showing the rest of us up. Do you know what I mean? It's like, just spend 50 quid on something they don't really want, perfume, whatever, and don't fucking show everyone up by creating a fucking escape room in their own bedroom where they find something thoughtful at the end of it.
I won my missus back with a romantic gesture. It's a joke. She was like, you're going to have to do a romantic gesture to get me back. Because we were already basically back together. And she was like, you've got to do something.
Oh, your current missus?
Yeah.
You split up with her?
Ages ago, because she kept moving for work. We kept breaking up because of distance. And then eventually I moved to Brighton, didn't I? To be with her. Because I'm dead romantic.
That's
why I moved to Brighton, yeah.
I thought it was because you were gay.
He's finally got one back.
He's got one back.
That's 10,000 to 1.
13-1 on this.
I'm moving to Brighton because I'm gay. That's where all the gays are, isn't it?
Fuck some men. I guess that will help my relationship.
No, I did.
I'm here to suck cock and get my girlfriend back.
And I'm all out of girlfriends. So I did an 80s film romantic gesture outside her flat. I made her go out on a balcony. I was there with a bed sheet and a boom box and candles, and it was pissing down. It was class. It was doing the full on cheesy over the top 80s film thing. She fucking loved it. It was well fun.
Well, this is going to strike you.
Fuck you, man. It was
I
romantic.
know, I don't like stuff like that.
Who likes making fun memories with the people they love?
I did one of those before. So, long story. I went on a lads' holiday to Faliraki when I was 18. I fell in love with a horrible Slovakian waitress called Majka. My best mate, Big Dave. Oh, mate, she was awful. Ugly. I was having a breakdown, I think. And my mate, Big Dave, fell in love with a Greek waitress. So we came home, we won a poker game, and then we booked flights back to go and live in Faliraki. Got back there, I was seeing Majka, but it wasn't going well. And there was one night, me and Big Dave were staying together. He got dumped by the Greek girl as soon as he came back, to be honest. She really didn't think he was going to come back.
Yeah, it's a holiday romance, you fucking divs.
Anyway,
what little dorks you are. You what you do after you have sex with a woman is you leave.
So
That's the Mulholland way.
You leave or you follow them to the gay capital of the UK.
It's one or the other. There's no middle ground.
So we flew back. I was seeing this girl while I was out there, and it was going bad. There was this thing where I upset her in a nightclub because I punched one of her mates. A man, conscious enough. Fucking
take this, you Slovakian bitch.
And I drunk. I went outside our hotel room and I arranged some rocks to say sorry in Slovakian.
Like you were trying to get rescued off a beach.
That's the Bricklayers Association. Never leaves you, does it? 17.
Big Dave texted me. He was like, "Where are you?" He was like, "I was like, I'm outside Majka's hotel, spelling out the word sorry in rocks. And he replied to me and he went, "Don't ever fucking come back."
But did you genuinely think that she was going to wake up and go, oh look. Oh, look,
he is very sorry.
Small English boy has spelled sorry in rock, the national treasure of Slovakia. Rock.
Well, I sent these home to mother.
Mother, boy has given me rock. We are now officially wed.
We will have house in hometown.
She had a boyfriend at home, boyfriend called Radislav.
Yeah.
Like,
You got cooked by a Slovak.
Oh, you wrote a whole paragraph.
Oh God.
That's very funny.
You're
You're a deeply romantic man, aren't you, Freddie?
well, this is it. I'm not a romantic fella. I think of all sort of presents and gestures like that as being inherently empty. So, like, if I'm
What does that fucking mean?
like,
Well, they are if you don't mean it.
no, but it's just like
I do love my missus.
it's just a transaction.
empty.
It's just a transactional thing, isn't it?
No.
So for me, what I tend to do is I go.
What do you mean?
I go. Let's say it's your birthday.
Right.
Let's say we're together, and
Oh,
it's
God.
your. Wait, hey, Brighton
I
worked
can
out.
do a lot better.
Brighton went really.
I don't think it went well. If this is what I'm fucking.
Right,
Not well for Freddie.
I don't. Yeah, Freddie's done great. I don't know. Look, right. Let's get one thing straight. If I was fucking a man, it'd be a lot hotter than Freddie.
Right.
I could do loads better than
You've
him.
got two choices. You've got the bear or the twink. Which one?
So
You're getting snapped in half. Is what's happening.
I've got a great personality. So
No, you don't. You've got an awful personality. That's the worst thing about you. And you're minging.
so I say, darling, your birthday's coming up. What do you want?
No, this is where you've gone wrong. What you do is you go, oh, I know this person very well because they're the person I love, who I spend a lot of time with, and I listen to them. So I know the sort of things they like. What would they like? I'll get them that. And then they're like, oh, how thoughtful. You got me something I like.
Or you could just ask.
Or you could demonstrate your depth of knowledge of them
But I already-
with a gift.
Sorry. All gifts are inherently transactional. It's because you ask people what
Yes,
they want.
yes, because you don't do the bit of gift giving that is nice. The nice bit is the bit where you think about the person. That's the bit. He claims he's not autistic. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I listened to a fucking episode of this where what I thought the problem is because I only listened to the episode. I listened to Dave Longley, quote unquote autism expert, sitting here telling you.
I don't know. He's got two pretty spazzy kids.
Yeah, well.
And he is one himself.
Well, but this is the thing. I only listened to the episode of him going, no, Freddie's not autistic.
You didn't see
then
his
I watched
outfit.
the YouTube and I saw the fucking costume. I'm like, hang on, he's the one saying people aren't autistic.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I wasn't having it.
He's
And I was
sat
like,
there.
and he's going like, no, I just think he's normal. I was like, yeah, you do.
But, so I always thought with presents, it was a way of saying, I love you to the value of the gift that you asked for.
No, it's it's demonstrating. No,
So-
you're not going.
Because
I love you, £50.
So it's do you love me, £119? And I go, yeah, I think I love you, £119. There you go.
I
There you go, nice
begrudgingly.
one.
Also, you do it very begrudgingly. You're like, I guess I love you 119.
Also, if you ask someone what they want for a present, that person won't go what they really want. They'll go, I'm not going to be cheeky. I'll ask for something like easy.
Yeah.
So it's not. I'm going to do something that isn't much effort.
Yeah, you do like you should surprise and delight your partner because it makes them
fuck
happy.
off, surprise and delight.
Yeah.
You fucking gay lord. Oh, sorry, I'm too busy surprising and delighting my partner.
Yeah. Sorry for having a happy relationship.
gay.
I'm trying to explain this in some sort of words that you might be able to understand.
No, what you do is you just go, what do you want? And they go, I would like this. And then you go,
And then you carry on your bleak march
but
towards death.
the love is the effort in going to get
I can't
it.
believe you're telling me about love, you robot. You big fat gay robot.
The love is the effort that you've gone to Googling it.
Yeah, you haven't even gone and bought it. You've gone on your phone and gone, bing.
The love is the number of days' work you have to do to earn the exact amount of money after tax that pays for the
Which for
recommended
Freddie is
retail
about-
price of the
Right,
Thank
which
you.
for a stand-up
This
gig
is
is
so
about 10
insane.
minutes. It's like, I love you, 10 minutes.
I've never heard somebody so desperate to quantify love to a number.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Again, this makes sense to me.
Yes.
This is like the
Perfectly.
undateables. It's like
It's love on the spectrum, let's be fucking real.
I'm not the only person who thinks like this.
No, there's loads of autistic people.
No, it's not autistic.
It's really autistic. And it's also not all autistic people. Some autistic people are incredibly thoughtful.
It's not autistic to go, what do you want? I will go and get that.
It's not romantic, though, is it? It's not like nice. It's not like...
But I'm not a romantic person. I never claimed
Yeah, no,
to
but
be.
maybe try to be.
Why?
Because it would make someone happy.
No, it wouldn't, though.
What do you mean it wouldn't?
You treat your partner's birthday as if you're doing the big shops. You ask for a list and you just go and get it.
And then you're like... then afterwards he's like, well, that gesture felt empty.
Why does gift
Blaming
giving...
the gesture because you put nothing into it. You've got to fill it up. It's empty because you've done nothing.
Why does gift giving feel inherently transactional?
When I've done that, why does this transactional thing I've done feel transactional?
Leading your girlfriend to Argos and standing there with a basket and going, which one?
No, don't worry.
No, I mean, like,
I'll
partners
pay
in the
for it.
past. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
partners in the past. It doesn't tend to... I don't tend to last more than one birthday.
Yeah, but what's the point? But what's the point of doing what I do, of thoughtfully giving gifts? What's the point?
But you're too far the other way.
I'm not, though.
You'll go to Brighton to fuck men.
Like, I'm not one of those
Hello,
ones who's leaving-
darling. I have surprised and delighted you.
Yeah, this is Stephen.
But like, I'm not one of those guys who's leaving the trail round the house. It's just like, you know, I'll buy her tickets to see her favourite band, or I'll buy her something, you know, that like, I'll buy her a jumper that has a TV show she likes, something like that. I don't know, you know, just something that she likes, because I know the things she likes because I listen to her, and that's what you're demonstrating, is that you pay attention to the person.
Well,
Also,
I'll
it's good
say-
to get something that you wouldn't ordinarily buy yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Something nice. Like, if they've got a hobby, buy them a really nice version of the equipment for that hobby. Like, you know.
I will say that if she wanted those things, then she would have asked for them.
Not necessarily. Sometimes you can surprise people and they're like, oh, that's nice. Exhausting,
It's
isn't it? Having
No,
having human interactions is so exhausting.
Not having human interactions, just doing it the way you do it is
Fucking
exhausting.
hell.
I take the guesswork out of it. I go, what do you want?
3 years too late, I found the man I could have sold the doll to. 3 years too late, I found who would have bought the fucking doll.
What, as a present for his missus?
Only if his missus had asked for it. She'd have to expressly ask for it first for that to happen.
Can I have a sex doll with no arms, no legs, and an upside-down vagina that possibly has Jacob Hawley's coming?
And don't ask why one of the nipples has been bitten a bit.
With tiny tooth marks.
I'll ask, but I think his daughter's got arms and legs.
Fucking hell. Oh, God.
Right, let's do a feature.
Let's do a feature.
As if trying to explain normal human things to Freddy isn't a feature. Do you like features that don't work, Jacob? Because we're about to do one.
This won't always work.
Cunt of the week.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's time for Cunt of the Week.
Oh, that's Lab Baby.
Lab
That's
Baby.
Lab Baby.
Can I just ask? Obviously, on the video, that Sting shows.
Yeah.
So nobody sees your silly dance, do they?
What? We see both. We see my face and the Sting.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so you see
By the
this.
magic of editing, Freddie.
good.
Look how much you can tell how much attention he pays to this podcast.
None whatsoever.
To be honest, I had to admit on Twitter yesterday that I didn't know what days we released episodes. I don't know what days they come out. And I turn up here once a week and then they come out.
You got to understand now that we spend most of the money that we get, we spend on staff, so that we don't have to think about this at all. So it's got to the point now where we come in, say shit, and then leave.
Yeah, and then immediately try and forget all the things I've said.
Straight to a therapist.
Well, people will do that. They're like, do you remember episode 103 when you said that? And it's like, nope, don't care.
Yeah. So, Tom, right, you know how this works, Jacob, don't you? You've seen this before. Do you want to explain it for anyone who hasn't, Tom?
We're going to tell 3 stories and work out who the cunt of the week is.
Yeah.
It's really easy. It's really simple.
Yeah, it is actually very simple. It's amazing it doesn't work.
It always works. The first one's called Tinder Date.
Right.
A few years ago, I took a Tinder date out for a meal for a first date.
Bad move, that. I think you're investing too much. You want to go for drink or coffee first time.
Yeah, a meal's too.
Ideally drink, because you want to get them pissed.
Find out where she lives.
Yeah,
send her
them some
flowers.
flowers.
We had a really good time and both got a starter, main, and dessert with drinks. When the bill came, I went to pay, but realised I did not have my wallet on me.
What? That's an immediate.
Have you
fuck up.
not got your phone on you with
Yeah,
Apple Pay like a normal person?
Well, this is a few years ago, he said. Maybe he didn't have Apple Pay.
Okay.
I said to my date I must have left it in my car, so I went to check. After checking my car, I realised I just hadn't brought it out with me in the first place. Rather than go back and explain what happened, I decided to just drive home and block her number. What makes it worse was that I drove her there, so she would have not only had to pay for the meal that came to about 100 quid, but also the taxi home.
If he drove her there, he has got her address, so he can do the dog thing.
It's so mental.
Oh,
Why not? Just you had a really good time with it. Why wouldn't you just go like, I'll give you the 100 quid later?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why don't you just transfer it?
Go to the cash machine. Must be a cash machine there.
He's forgot his wallet.
Oh, yeah.
No,
it's
you
all
can
on
ring
it.
your bank. You can ring your bank and they'll give you a code to put into
Again,
a
that's only
machine.
been for the last like 5 years or so, though, I'd say. There is a time when that didn't exist, that feature.
Yeah. But Tinder, he's got Tinder, so...
That's true. This does date. When was Tinder? Right. Tom,
No, Tinder's been years, man. That's
Yeah.
like 10 years, 12 years.
Let's have a look when Tinder came in, and let's have a look at when that phone your bank thing came in. When was Tinder created? When was
2012.
2012? So about like 12 years.
You could definitely do the bank thing before 2012. I did that.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. But also, like, when did it become actually like used? Is the thing in it? You know, like when
About
did it become
2016,
popular?
I'd say.
I think the aim here, the game here is go, I'm sorry I forgot my wallet. I'll pay you back in about an hour.
Yeah.
When I get home.
Or he could just bank transfer on his phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Loads of
He's literally got. There's so many things that he
The
could
smooth
do.
way,
rather than run
the smooth
away.
way is you go, I'll pay for the next two, something like that, you know, like, and I'll pay for the next one as well. I'll transfer you in, I'll pay for the next one as well. You know, you get the second date going.
That's good.
like,
Yeah. But then take it somewhere really cheap.
Yeah, great trick, Tom. Great trick. Whilst this is a very funny story, it is also the story of a pussyless coward. So you know, I'm not sure we should be celebrating this man. You know,
I think it is funny. Though.
it is funny.
It is funny, but he's just hurt himself because he says they've had a really good time.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's really, really good to
know what?
himself.
So the annoying thing is he's let her down by like leaving her there and making her spend all that money, whereas the way you're meant to let down women is by having sex with them and then leaving. How many times?
The Mulholland way.
It's what we do.
The flip side of this story, which is the story from her perspective, is so sad.
Yeah.
I went on a date with a guy.
And he said, I forgot my wallet, and then he just left.
He ran away.
Drove away, and I had to get a taxi
Left me.
home.
Do you want to hear my worst leaving a woman after sex story?
Go on.
I slept with a girl, and during it, like it was like a one night stand, and during it, her bed broke. One of the legs came off, so it was on a slant, right? Like it sort of just broke in the middle of it. Finished up and just left immediately. Didn't in no way finished it. In no way helped. Was just sort of like, yeah, that thing was bad, and then just left.
Yeah, it's not your bed.
Yeah, no, but I feel like at that stage you should maybe like try and attach the leg.
Had you just met her? Was it like a one-night stand?
Yeah, it was one night stand. Yeah, I feel it
Right,
was ungallant
I don't
looking
know.
back.
I don't know if I want the guy to stay and do some carpentry.
I
Do you know
think
what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? I think that's maybe more awkward if the guy turns into a fucking handyman after shagging me.
Yeah.
He should be buying her a new bed or anything like that. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. I feel absolved.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're welcome.
By you paragons of virtue.
Go on.
The
number
next
2.
one is food stealer. There's a bloke at my work who always goes around the fridges stealing food. He decided in his wisdom to steal my Krispy Kreme Biscoff-filled donut, so I decided to get the scabby bastard back. There's a tuck van that goes around the area we work every day, selling sandwiches and crisps, etc. So I bought a mixed cheese and onion baguette, having noticed a couple of days before that it has chives in it that look suspiciously close to the small green slug pellets you can buy from most garden centres. You can probably guess the rest. I went back to the fridge and at the end of lunch, and the baguette was gone. He has currently been off work for 2 days on sick leave, complaining of crippling stomach pains that he has no idea how he got. Is he the cunt for constantly stealing food, or is it me for possibly taking it a step too far?
I mean, you could have killed him.
Yeah, like who looks at a baguette and goes, that looks like slug pellets. What a weird cunt.
Yeah.
What a weird cunt.
Surely biting into them.
Yeah.
Like the first bite into a slug pellet.
I'm going to call it, there is 0% chance this is true.
Oh, 0%.
0% chance this has happened.
Yeah.
This is fan fiction someone's written about themselves in which they are brave enough to poison a sandwich.
Right.
I bet the bit where the guy steals his food is happening, but this person is such a little bitch. All they've done is gone, that looks like slug pellets, I could do that. And then they'd be off work.
Google, are slug pellets toxic? Because I think that they'd possibly kill you.
and like they would taste bad. They don't taste like chives. Just like if you're eating a sandwich, like, oh, this tastes like poison, but you know what? It looks like chives.
They are poisonous to humans and animals and are no longer permitted in the UK.
They can be harmful to garden wildlife, pets, or young children. So an adult would be fucking fine, apparently. Yeah.
I think it's bollocks.
Absolute bollocks. Definitely didn't happen. Not
Yeah.
having it.
No. Also as well.
Do you ever want to vet these stories? a bit
Also
better,
as
Tom?
well. Also as well. Here's the thing, Rob.
Yeah.
They'd have to take the chives out.
Yeah.
They'd have to take the chives out
Each individual chive
and
out.
then push the slug pellet in.
Back in, they'd have to like get a mixing bowl, remove the filling. Why not just make your own sandwich? Why have you purchased a pre-mixed sandwich?
Yeah.
Just put some slug pellets and cheese in some bread. Why would this be the method you go to?
Yeah.
Those particular chives look very much like a particular brand of slug pellets, methinks.
And as well, here's another thing. If he wasn't familiar with that particular baguette, he wouldn't know anyway.
Yeah. Also, if you hide it inside the bread, it doesn't matter what it looks like.
Yeah, you can put anything in bread.
Put anything in it. This is mental.
This is so stupid.
Tom, do better. Do better, Tom. Do better, Tom.
I didn't write it.
You should have
feel
read
like you
it.
did.
Yeah. I went to work and I gave him slug pellets and it made him dead
Right.
sick in their tummy. Am I a big cunt?
Right, okay, that's a big no.
Big no.
Well, they could be the
Failure.
cunt for writing a shit story.
This is always his get out. This is always his get out.
Everyone can be a cunt.
Yeah.
And this guy seems like a cunt to me.
You're a cunt for believing it.
I didn't believe it. I just thought it was a funny
Is
story that
this
you might want to talk
stupid
about.
cunt of the week? Stupid,
Okay.
idiotic.
Sometimes I think we should just take them as true and just talk about them.
Right. Well, this week's producer of the week is Carl from Have a Word. Congratulations, Carl. Fuck you.
Well done, Carl.
This week's
Send me
guest
your
of
address,
the
I'll send you a
week
prize.
is Grace Campbell from Have a Word. Congratulations, Grace.
Congratulations to your dad on all those war crimes, you fucking cunt.
Well done.
Right, let's see if this third one can save you, Tom.
Okay.
I'm not holding my breath.
Third one is Weird Neighbour. Cunt of the Week nomination needs to be my stupid prick of a neighbour. I will list some of the main reasons below.
Oh, we got a list. That's
There's
good.
a big old list here. He has a cat and walks it around the area on a fucking lead wearing a fucking harness.
Yeah, it's weird.
That is very weird.
But it's not affecting your
It's not
life.
a cunt behaviour. It's just like, that's charmingly eccentric, I would describe that as.
Yeah, a bit mean to the cat.
Is it?
Thanks, all right.
The cat
Maybe
likes
cats
it.
can just go off on their own anyway. Just
Yeah,
like
but maybe
go
that's
off
the
on
problem. If you live in like an area where there's like rough cats, sometimes cats get fucked up by the other ones in the area and shit in it, So
Maybe,
you need to
maybe.
protect it.
He set up a street WhatsApp group. He then wrote a massive message of complaint in the street WhatsApp group, citing the smell of heavy weed in the air.
Yes.
May I add, he lives next door to a crippled Jamaican man who had a stroke in lockdown.
That is the most stoned man you can possibly be. All those elements together, that guy is like that is going to be a heavy weed smell. Let's be real. If you're a Jamaican man who's had a stroke, you're having a fucking bifter, aren't you?
Also, the way they've written that is like the reasons why you'd excuse someone smoking weed. It's like,
Yeah.
well, they are crippled and they have had a stroke and they are Jamaican.
It's their culture. I mean, it is literally part of the Rastafarian religion. So it might be a religious sacrament.
Might be an ex-bobsledder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how we got crippled. Terrible bobsled accident.
No amount of kissing an egg seemed to help.
He's the kind of cunt who hangs around the end of his drive trying to strike up conversation with anyone who has the misfortune of making eye contact with him.
Right, so he talks to people.
Talks to his neighbours.
Talks to his neighbours. What a cunt. What a cunt.
He has the biggest comb over you've ever seen. Those ones where you aren't fooling anyone. He can't leave the house on a windy day.
That's funny, though. That's enjoyable. I'd like my neighbour to have a silly haircut.
Yeah.
He's been charitable to me.
He's a bit of a grass.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a grass.
But like this guy's being a grass to us. The guy writing this.
He's about 45 and wears snapback caps. He's a prison officer and his kids are always screaming.
Well, hang about. If he's got kids
Yeah.
and he lives next door to a crippled Jamaican man who is smoking loads of weed,
Yeah.
I could almost see why he'd be like, I don't want my kids around the constant smell of weed.
Yeah, don't be a pussy.
Yeah, but at the same time, you kind of think...
He's a crippled Jamaican man with a stroke. What else is he going to do? Like, if you... This is like those cunts who moved into next door to Nighting Day Cafe in Manchester and kicked off about the noise. If you've moved next door to a crippled Jamaican man who's had a stroke, right, it's going to stink a weed.
Yeah, but I don't think he had a sign on the front of his house,
Exactly,
did he?
yeah. You move next door to a nightclub, you know the nightclub's there. You don't say to an estate agent, there's not any crippled Jamaican men who had a stroke next
I
door.
like the
Yeah, but when you
idea...
go round to look at the house and your neighbour goes, one, you fucking piece it together, don't you?
I like the idea that they came round on viewing day and he was playing like a metal drum. Do you know? Like, ding, ding,
I don't think you can get it for that. I think, as long as he's not giving spliffs to your kids, he's not harming them, is he?
Yeah, but I think it's like smoke it in your house, isn't it?
Yeah, he probably is. He's got a stroke. He's not going out, is he? And he literally is smoking it in his house.
Yeah, no, I kind of side with him that he might not want that around his kids.
Yeah, well, tough shit.
I think all these things are mildly annoying, but added together, you'd probably like it.
But do you know what it is though? Is I think every street is like its own ecosystem, and you need to have the dickhead of the street.
Yeah.
To sort of keep. You need to have the guy who knows what bin it is. And he's this guy. He's the guy that knows what bin it is every single fucking time.
Yeah.
And you copy him. He's the guy that if there's a van driving around the estate that looks a bit weird, he'll fucking have it on his Ring doorbell. You need this cunt.
Yeah, the guy in our street is called Robin, and he's exactly like that. In fact, he does the weather thing. Every time we walk past him, he always mentions the weather. He's like, oh, raining today. Oh, it's a nice day today. A few weeks ago, I was walking past, and the weather was so nondescript that I was excited because I thought, he can't mention it. What's he going to talk about? I was really excited. And as I got near him, I went, mild, isn't it?
I like the idea that he was like, what about Palestine, eh? You're like, oh, God.
Yeah. My street is largely these people. There's a lot of old people on my street, so there's but they're relatively chill. There's no mad ones who are having a go at me and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely the young outlaw of the street. 100%.
Yeah,
I live in a very suburban area.
You're the Jamaican guy.
Yeah. There is 100% one of my neighbours writing posts like this about me.
Yeah, I had to make the decision early with our street because ours is like a mix of private and then council-owned houses, and it's like which side do you want to go? And it's like definitely the council.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? It's I talk the guys who smoke weed stood outside their houses. I talk to them.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't talk to the yummy mummies who drive Range Rovers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So is that our selection?
That's our selection. So we got the Tinder date guy who did a runner.
Yep.
There's the guy who lied about poisoning his co-worker. And there's the weird neighbour guy.
So the three choices are the person who left his Tinder date to pay a £100 bill and get a taxi home. There is a lie, and there is a man with a neighbour.
Those are our choices.
Those are the three choices.
It's a legend, a fictitious character, or a guy just
a
trying
man
to
who lives near another human.
Hey, nobody said this would be easy.
At least we know the third one's true because
It's so mundane.
boring.
Yeah.
It's so mundane that it has to be true.
I just think with the neighbour one, it's like you need that guy.
Yeah.
Like if there's a break-in or
It doesn't sound that bad. It sounds minorly annoying.
It is
He's a bit of
minorly
a grass
irritating.
about weed, but he just sounds like
He's a prison officer. Like, of
yeah,
course
exactly.
he
He's
is.
going to be a bit of a grass.
Yeah.
That is the bit that makes him a cunt, being a screw. But other than that, he gives a shit.
Yeah. But also, as well, I think having a neighbour that everyone hates bonds the rest of the community.
Exactly. Yeah.
You need to have that guy.
Common enemy.
I might be that on my street. Yes.
I'm going with the first one.
The Tinder guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many ways out of that.
Now, I'm going with the woman for being so boring that he chose that as a better option.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, darling. If you were more attractive, you wouldn't run away. So I'm going with the woman in the first story.
Jacob?
I'm going to go with Rob. I'm going
Yeah.
to go for the. I think the guy's a legend.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah, it's funny.
That's a really funny. You can imagine someone doing that as stand-up, saying that that's what
Yeah.
they did. Do you know what I mean? That's a funny thing
It
to
is
do.
a funny
Just
story.
run away.
So have we got a draw?
No, I'm going to go with the woman as well.
All right, cool.
The guy who wrote the story, if you send me your address, I will send you a prize, but it's for the woman.
No, you got to send me her address and we'll send her a prize from a dog.
Yeah.
And that was Cunt of the Week. Well done, everyone.
What? Well done.
Yet another successful episode of Cunt of the Week.
Right. Last thing to do is to show you horrible videos. Jacob, is there anything that turns your stomach? Anything you don't like?
Yeah, mostly. I don't like gory stuff.
Oh, we got some gory stuff.
Don't like people getting really hurt.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh dear,
yeah.
poor sweet summer child.
Yeah.
There is a sick bucket next to you. There's a branded Dead Men Talking sick bucket there if you need to use it. So
if you want to send your videos in, send them to 07354 188 257.
On
Send
WhatsApp.
them on WhatsApp.
or DM Freddy.
And make sure no animals, no death, no racism, no kids, unless
There
it's
are
all
sub
four.
clauses. It is no animal sex. Anything else with animals, fine. No kids getting hurt, I guess. If a kid's incidentally involved, fine.
But if they're getting fucked, it's all right.
Okay. No, just racist jokes because we just kind of it's just bad. And then what was the other one? No death. If it's an accident and it's funny, send it in. But if someone gets attacked, that's illegal and we can't show it.
Yeah.
But if you got all four, that's a full house. Send it in. So
Yeah, don't send them to me on fucking Instagram.
Send them on
I never.
messages-
Anytime you send me a reel on Instagram, I don't watch it because I've been stung too many times where I've been like out fucking having dinner at my mum's house or whatever, and I've fucking looked at something. It's a guy getting his dick chopped off and eaten. Like, just
why are you looking at your DMs? Speak to your mother.
What?
Speak to your poor mother.
She's
Why
in
are
my
you-
DMs.
Sorry, is your mum trying unsuccessfully to have sex with you?
Yeah.
What a lad. What a lad.
Right, let's crack
Okay,
on.
first one is a silly one. It's called Teenage Mutant Ninja Willy.
Brilliant.
This guy's got a tattoo of.
He's tattooed his cock.
His tattoo is his whole cock.
Nah,
God.
nah.
So it's like some
quite
sort of
cool.
snake type thing.
That's quite cool.
Nah.
Tiny cock.
That is nails hard though. Getting that done. It's gone in. They've done in the fucking hole.
Nah. Wait a minute. Is that not like a snake's mouth? Look at the top of it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
To be fair, if you've not got the biggest dick, might be a move.
Yeah, bit of fun,
Decorate.
bit of
Bit of a
fun.
laugh. That is mental. That must have been insane.
He's
getting
got
that
to.
done.
He's got to eat so much green food dye so his jizz comes out.
Must have been so hard to do as well. How do you stretch that skin? You know what I mean? Like from just
God.
to even, fair play to the tattooer because that is put in there well. It's pretty.
You'd have to
clean. It's a
drug
pretty
yourself.
good tattoo.
You'd have to drug yourself so much to
Oh,
sit
man, you got a
through
bag
that.
of Valium
'Cause that's
for that.
fucking hours as well. Like the amount of stuff.
Mate,
that
I
they've
got
done
my
around
hip
it.
bone done the other week, and it was fucking insane. Like, I pain I've not felt. Like, let alone me fucking cock end.
I think I'd need general anaesthetic
Yeah.
to do that. Like, put me under.
that's
Maybe that's what they did, and he didn't know what he was going to get.
that's fucking wild. Like, fair play to the artist though. That is really well done for what is a difficult
I
tattoo.
wonder if that was a bit of flash. I wonder if that.
Any more?
It was a
Yeah.
Halloween deal.
This one's called pepper spray.
Uh-huh.
Pepper spray.
So here's a guy,
Spraying it in.
sprays pepper spray in a
He's not
cup.
going to drink pepper spray.
Oh, no, he's not going to drink it.
Nice.
He's going to snort it.
No!
That one didn't take much. You got the funnel? Okay.
Pouring milk up his nose and his
That
mouth.
is so fucking insane.
Do you reckon that's real? Do you reckon he swapped it? for a
No,
different
I
thing? Do you reckon that's real?
think he's done that.
Yeah,
I think he's just done that.
he's one of the stupidest people I've ever
That'd be
seen.
worse than him. That'd be worse than MCAT.
Yeah.
That'd genuinely be worse than Stephen MCAT. There's not much.
There's not much there. That is fucking mental. Like, Crawford, you know your next move. The gauntlet has been laid down, Crawford.
Here's a nice bit of karma for you.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, this is good.
A little bit of karma. This guy steals a phone.
Oh.
Takes your
Yoink.
phone, runs away.
Good yoink.
Da-da-da, hit by a bus.
He's under the
Oh,
bus
he goes
as well. He
straight
goes
under
under the bus. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, that's
Big
brutal.
karma.
Yeah.
This is where it starts getting a bit naughty now.
Okay.
Let's have a look at leg.
I didn't like the way you said that.
Yeah, that was really gross. It's starting to get naughty now.
Must have driven into that post.
Oh my god, his legs come off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my days. That's his leg. Oh my god.
Oh! Is that a motorbike? That
Yeah, that's a guy with.
Just keep scrolling forward. I want to pause. I want to see it. They're so casual about his leg coming off. They're like, oh, his leg's come off. Oh, yeah.
He's also doing that thing that parents teach. Like if you get really hurt, you just hold it in the air. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
he's
yeah.
saying. His legs come off, and he's holding it in the air.
Well, he's still trying to find the rest of his leg.
Raise it so it doesn't bleed too much.
That's fucking gnarly, that.
Uh,
Like, how do you crash so your leg just pops off?
So clean as well.
It is. It's really just.
If a butcher
straight
did
off.
that, you'd be impressed, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would, yes. I'm like, what an incredibly clean bit of butchery, Mr. Butcher. Now, off to see your friend, the candlestick maker.
Well, his name's not going to be Mr. Butcher. is it?
Unbelievable.
He
You,
is.
man, Freddie, you've turned that into something about food.
There's literally nothing. He's gone, I bet that leg would be nice with buffalo sauce.
This one's called Rolling. Probably not allowed.
All right. Right, so we probably can't show this on Discord either.
Still put it on.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Tom, he's definitely dead, isn't he?
Oh, wow.
He's definitely dead,
So, yeah,
isn't he,
it's the
Tom?
bottom right corner you got to look
Yeah,
at.
I know, I'm looking. The dead guy.
Oh, he got folded.
That's got
Oh, son, he got folded.
I think he's probably just unconscious.
He's human origami.
No. Did you see it break both of his legs instantly and then flatten his head?
You don't die from broken legs.
You
Like,
die from flat head.
Freddy isn't.
Roll it. Put it back. I want to see. We want to go through this slowly. I want to see.
All right. Just a sec. Pause it. It. How about this? We'll put it on the Discord, but we'll put it in reverse so it looks like he's come back to life.
We'll watch it like this. Whee! Yeah.
Look, if you watch it in reverse, look.
Flat
what
guy
a miracle
gets-
has happened.
What a spiritual tale.
Flat guy gets
Hallelujah.
fixed by
By barrel.
Look.
Right, let's have a look here. So look, right, slow it down, Tom. See there,
So live.
right, just a little bit forward, both legs broken there. Just pause
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Both legs go in opposite directions and instantly break. That's how heavy this fucking thing is. It's just instantly splattered both of his legs.
Yeah, all right.
Then it rolls over his torso and head.
All right, Jamie Carragher.
the VR
You can see when he
headset.
dies. Yeah.
Now, if you could just stop there for the moment.
Yeah.
we need fucking-
Honestly, I think Delict's positioning's wrong in that.
I actually think the VAR was right in this occasion.
Graham Souness. So where was Pogba?
Go back a minute. Go back.
He's still alive
Right.
there.
No, just go straight back to the beginning.
Yeah.
So he's straight to the beginning. That's right.
His tactical
So
error
look-
is he's tried to
yeah.
save this rather than getting out of the way.
Look how
Yeah.
long he's got to just
Get out of the
move.
way.
Just look, right?
Just play it normal speed. I don't think he's got that long.
He
He
runs
runs
towards
towards it
it.
to try and stop it. Dickhead.
What is it? Was it like rolled up wire or something?
It's some bit, yeah, it might be a big spool of wire, some big bit of metal, maybe. It might be like raw metal. It's something very big and very heavy. It's so dense, that thing. Because you can see it doesn't bounce at all. It just goes boom.
Unless your kids are in it,
Yeah.
there is no reason
Get out
to
of the way.
try and stop it.
Oh
yeah.
no, the van might get damaged. You fucking idiot. Jesus, that one's gnarly, that.
Yeah.
That's what you
One
get for
more.
being a Jobsworth, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got one more. I've called this one probably a yellow.
Right, okay, it's a nice football
We're not
video,
watching
this one.
gymnasts, no?
No.
And though it was a 50-50 kind
Oh,
of
no, I
contest,
hate
but,
these.
I am not even going to look at this.
Oh, that breaks it in so many places at once. That is putty. That leg is putty.
He's going to be smoking weed as a neighbour for a long time, isn't he? Jeez Louise.
And that's the end of the videos.
Should we show Jacob a classic?
We'll show one classic to finish off. What are you feeling, guys? Have you got a particular preference?
Drill.
Drill. What? Drill in the. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Can you find that one? Is it called Drill?
Yeah.
I don't know if it is.
I
But
think-
anyway, we'll have a look. I think this is a different one, actually, isn't it? Oh, come on, Tom. Yeah, this is a different one.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's just this guy getting his arsehole drilled.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I didn't even know we had that.
Yeah, that's a different one. Yeah. That one seemed like an attack.
Oh, I'll tell you what. You see, he doesn't like gore. Do the bull.
Yeah, that's a good gory
I was
one.
going to say, is that what happens in Brighton? Is that what you were doing?
So it's bull, not...
Second one.
The second one is just bull, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so we're at a little rodeo here. In, I'm guessing, a country without great health and safety. So they're all teasing the bull, mocking it. Yeah, here it comes. Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, it's probably fine.
He's probably fine. He's just going to... Look at that belly.
Oh man.
Yeah, so then he decides, best course of action, roll around in some dirt.
I don't know if he's got loads of options. Oh fuck me. It's got in. You can see where it went in and came out.
Yeah, he's pulled all the insides out. Don't roll on your front, you dickhead.
Right.
Oh fucking hell.
Good one, that, innit?
I've got
So have you got anything to plug, Jacob? Where can people find you?
to go and look at Jamie Hutchinson after this.
Fucking hell, that's worse.
Take the sit bucket with you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm on tour.
Yeah, man.
I'm on tour.
Nice. Where can people get tickets and that?
JacobHawley.co.uk or the Live Nation website. Just search Jacob Hawley Live Nation.
Nice one, man.
Yes.
And get Jacob on all the social media and all that. Thanks for coming, mate.
Thanks for having
Have you
me.
enjoyed yourself?
Do you know, I wish you'd asked me that 10 minutes ago.
Should we quickly plug some things like
Yes.
Patreon?
Well, I think precisely Patreon.
Because we hit over 3,000 followers.
3,000 Patreons.
3,000.
Thank you.
Although there's
you foolish cunts.
Although there's 400 of you that have signed up to become a member and not giving us any money, and it doesn't do anything.
I fucking hate that membership thing on Patreon. It does me head in.
It's annoying.
It's like if you go on there and there's a bit where it's like, oh, do you want a free membership? You're not getting anything. That's not a thing. Patreon just added that feature and it's fucking stupid. You need to get a free trial of one of the memberships so you can have that for a week. It's really annoying that they've got the 2 free options. It's stupid. But 3,000 of you worked it out. So if you're one of the 400 who hasn't, you're a fucking retard. Sort it out. Give us some money. You get extra episodes every week. Loads of extra stuff. There's so much fucking shit on there. And if you want to be the first to get tickets with Dead Meat next year, that's the way to go.
Also, I'm on tour at the moment, and you can get tickets at freddyquinne.co.uk. First 4 venues sold out, and they were great. They were great fun.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, you did the support for Leeds.
Then I popped in. It's a little surprise. It was dead fun.
There was a little moment where I was speaking to a woman who worked in a mortuary who was child postmortems. That's what she did, isn't it? What's it called when you deal with children again? Pediatric postmortems.
Pedmortems.
Yeah, and we were talking about flipping a dead child over and licking its arsehole to taste the cum. And we did
There's a running theme, isn't there?
Impromptu. And that was one of those moments where I was on stage in Leeds and I was like, this is great. This is really, really great.
I can't wait for Freddy to get busted for nonsense and then just be this 11-hour-long supercut of you just going, blah, 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 lick a baby's arsehole, blah, 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 blah. Oh, it's full of cum. Oh, this child's full of jizz, blah, 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 blah.
So thank you to everybody who's come out so far. There's still about 14, 15 dates, something like that, all over for October and November. So grab some tickets, freddyquinne.co.uk. Quite a lot of them are selling out or coming very close to. So yeah, that's it. Done. Fuck off. Bye. Go.